about 2012. Big up to the Mayan civilization. Big up to the Incas. Big up to the Olmecs, the Toltecs. That was us. Watch this. Hit a lyric. Lower it down. I want them to hear it. Listen. If you don't like what you're wearing, you get a different look. If you don't like what you're eating, you get a different cook. If you don't like what you're speaking, you get a different look. You want to escape Armageddon? Read a different book. When knowledge is right there, we don't even look. December 2012 got this whole world shook. But look, the last days for others and the first days for us. The question asks, who can you trust? Respect to all that 2012 stuff, but when you really study his theory, it don't apply to us. Television lies to us all day. The question is, what does your culture say? Where's your culture at? Who's your prophet? What history guides your spiritual logic? It starts with a movie, then it's hypnotic. Then any myth that comes along, you just adopt it. And why? Because your culture, you forgot it. December 2012, let's continue this topic. Turn the page. Present world age. 3114 BC. According to the Mayan calendar, this age concludes December 2012 AD. This 5025 cycle, wait a minute, turn it down. Off, turn it off. This 5,125 year cycle of time is one world age. Nothing changes overnight. It's all a process, a transition that happens over many days. In the Mayan calendar, listen, a kin is 1 day. The Mayan Yule, that's 20 days. The tune is 360 days. The Katun is 7,200 days. The Baktun is 144,000 days, and they applied that to the Milky Way. In the cycles, they saw the sun moving across the Milky Way's equator, lining up with other galactic neighbors. We've been shifting for about 30 years, it seems, from 1980 to about 2016. The shift is now, it's occurring now. But if you're looking at the movies, you won't know how to survive or stay alive after the storm. Because after that, a new world order is born. Oh, you don't know, man, about their programs? You still watching Lindsay? You don't see that low hand? Let's go, man. This flood is coming. Don't be scared. Stay prepared. Keep your motor running. Are you with me? Yeah! Hold on. Listen. It's all mass control. Here's the philosophy. Cortez knew about the Aztec prophecy before he invaded their society. He studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, guns, and speed. So he arrived in their year of Juan Reed. That's the year Quetzalcoatl was prophesied to return from exile. In fact, listen, man, you know this shit, right? Cortez knew about the Aztec myth and took away those people's will to resist. Cortez played on religious beliefs and blinded the Aztecs because he was a thief. The Yucatan is a Mayan book of cycles, and let the Mayan know when the gods are going to strike you. So every 13 cartoons you see, the Mayans are visited with a catastrophe. So every 256 or 7 years, the Mayan people live with this fear. So on the island of Tayasol, now Flores, the Spanish came armed with this knowledge. They knew, according to the Mayan heavens, that the next cycle was 1697. So as the Mayans stood there, fixed on the heavens, the Spanish showed up with all of their weapons. March 16th, 1697, the Mayan people learned a terrible lesson. Your fears and tears are used against you because 80% of world control is meant. To the Mayans, they getting some more. 256 years after Tayasol, a U.S.-backed coup overthrows their democracy in 1954. That's exactly 257 years from when the Spaniards arrived at their shore. I'm getting to the core of the lesson. Let's see what happens in 2211. That's the next cycle that people remember. Like 2012, the 21st of December. Hold on. Is this too much for you? Am I over your head? Don't watch the movies and be afraid. Don't watch movies. Study the universe itself. All my mathematicians, speak up. All my physicists, scientists, speak up. Let the people know there is nothing to fear with 2012. In fact, that's the beginning of our new year. This shit is called my philosophy. Let us begin what will why open. Will only explain like instruction to a game. I'm not saying exactly kind of rational when I be asking you who it was your this one or that one, white one or the black one. Take the pumpkin will jump up to a KRS ONE. It jumps up out of the crowd. Everyone saw me on the last cover, holding the ribbons on far from a lover. Beside my brother, S-C-O-T-T. I just laugh cause watching the tomb of philosophy. Number one, this is my philosophy. Many artists gotta learn. I'm not flammable. Please stop running. Learn to earn respect. That's just what they say on. What do you expect when you run like a soft punk? You walk down the street. You got to have style. Learn to be original. And everybody's gonna wanna like me. We set up for the South Bronx. Every sucker MC. You think I care? I know that they are on the tip. My posse from Berkeley's thick. Real right. We roll correctly. Lot of suckers, but I just forget me because they like a kid if I'm not a record. I'm knocking out the front and the word to mine. I've been come to tell you, I have produced, create, innovate, order. I'll be back, but for now, just